a Make Wealth Real for You presentation. My name is Cass Millions here in Maryland, and I am so glad you're here. Actually, you're probably here for one of three reasons. You've been hearing all this talk about making wealth real, and you want to know how.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Facebook? So glad to have you here for this Make Wealth Real overview. Listen up, tune in, share, comment, like, spread the word. We're about to show you how to make wealth real with the help of experts. Cass is just introducing me, and we're about to get this party started.
Someone that you love and respect, so you're here to support them, and you want to see exactly what it is they are doing. So we are so glad you are here because you are going to get those answers today. It gives me great pleasure to bring on our host for this presentation. She is my friend, my mentor, one of the top leaders in Make Wealth Real Financial. This young woman is going to show you exactly how to make wealth real and answer all of those questions for you. So without any further ado, Bunmi Moore, let's get it on.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Cass Millions. Don't y'all just love that name? It's like every time somebody says her name, they're just speaking that abundance over her. I want to get that name like, oh, how about Billionaire Bunmi? I need to make that my name.
Yeah,
Y'all like that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to have about...
Dr. Daryl.
Yes. Hey, well, again, welcome, everybody. We're so glad to have you here for this Make Wealth Real movement presentation. We're going to give you some great financial information over about the next 45 minutes or so. Tune into the whole thing because the potential of this information, it really can change your life for the rest of your life. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I am the one that is delivering the information today. Someone shared with you a concept talking about how you can truly make wealth real in your life. But here's the awesome thing. I'm not the person who is giving you the mentoring. I'm not the expert that's showing you how to make wealth real. I was just like you. I am an entrepreneur doing really well in my business. But when this was presented to me by Terrence Hawkins, it was just like, oh my gosh, I need this. Because I know it's not in how much you make, it's in how much you keep. And so all the things that we're going to talk about today, these financial principles, I was just like, oh my gosh, credit enhancement, I need that. Debt elimination, I need that. Wealth building, I need that. Tax strategies and minimizations of taxes, I need that. And of course, who would not be open to additional streams of income? So everything that I saw with Make Wealth Real, I was like, okay, I am getting myself on board with this. And so what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just really talk about some financial principles that we need to institute in our life to help us to win the money game. So we're winning the money game with the help of experts. It's not us trying to figure out, how to do it. If we knew, we'd already be totally financially free. But I figured this, and write this down. If you want to be great, you got to hang around with greatness, right? If you want to be great, you got to hang around with greatness. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to have some millionaire mentors in your life. And so getting hooked up with this Make Wealth Real movement literally puts millionaire mentors in your life. It gives you a game plan and a plan of action so that you can make wealth real, just like the company's name says. MWR Financial stands for Make Wealth Real. Now, who does not want to do that? So what I'm going to do, guys, quickly, I'm just going to share my screen because we have quite a few people on here who have seen this information and have aligned with us. The awesome Vernon Azell is on. He's invited some people here today. Of course, Dr. Daryl, who's my partner, he has guests on here today. Al Peters, who's just been crushing it. Cass Millions, who's been signing people up, all have guests on here today. We got a new executive director too. Ronald Samuels is joining us, and Vernon hit ED as well. So you'll find out what that means. That just means that they're fired up about sharing this information with others and have already started doing so. So we're going to get some technology going here. Just bear with me for a second as I do this screen share, guys. And we are going to get to this presentation. Hey, Cass, tell me, can you see my screen okay? Wonderful. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to be here today talking about money. And whose money? We're going to be talking about your money. We're going to be talking about truly winning the money game. There are right now, here's the reality of what's going on in this country. Like 22 million people have been laid off, right? Displaced, whether or not they'll be able to go back or not, we don't know, but now they're out of a job. So what is this doing? It's causing an awakening in our country, really globally in the world. More people are realizing, ooh, I should have had that plan B. More people are realizing that they should have had a form of income that they own and control. And more people are realizing that solely just having a job is not the way. And so what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to talk about 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to write down those numbers, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, the 4 would be the 4 financial challenges that everyone faces because you're in a game, right? As soon as you're born, you enter this money game. And just like when you're little, you got to learn the rules of Uno, go fish, I declare war. You need to learn the rules of this money game, but nobody teaches it to us. So we have 4 financial challenges that are against us when we enter this game and we're trying to just do life and eke out an existence for our families. Now, the great news is every problem has what? A solution. So these 4 challenges are remedied by 3 solutions that help us to achieve some things that we want in our life. There's a lifestyle that you want. There's a lifestyle that you deserve. And so MWR Financial is the company that is helping us to get this lifestyle that we deserve. So let's talk about these 4 financial challenges. I want you to see if you can relate to this. We've got taxes. I mean, there's no way to get around paying taxes for the most part, but there is a way to minimize the taxes that you pay. You got the challenge of the credit and debt system, which is against you. You got big business that's against you and inflation that's against you. When you listen to this information today, guys, don't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's true, but see how it applies to you so that you can do better. And then think about other people. See, when I first heard this information, I was thinking, dang, I need this. But then the thing that really fired me up was how many people that I knew that I cared about, that I wanted to share this information with so that they could win as I was winning. And so we all were conditioned, go to school, get a good education, get a good job. But let me tell you why that does not work. It doesn't work because when you start working that job, 1/3 of your income off the top has to go to taxes. Whether it's federal tax, state tax, sales tax, property tax. I mean, taxes are going to be like one of your biggest expenses. 1/3 right off the top. Well, now that 1/3 of your income is gone, what do people do? They pull out that plastic, right? So then they start accumulating debt because they're using credit to make up the difference. So now that means another 1/3 of people's income is going to the banks. So now that leaves just 1/3 of your money. Listen to the lunacy of this, but this is all a setup. This is how things work, guys. So now taxes have 1/3, the banks have 1/3, and you got to live off of just 1/3. I mean, you work hard. You go to work on time and, you work your 40 hours or whatever it is. And you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to do gas, groceries, insurance, utilities, dining out, holidays, birthdays, things for the kids on just 1/3 of what's left. You see how it's a setup? Like, how can you win with those numbers like that? And then listen to this. And so now that your money is gone, they tell you, of course, and You got to save and what? And invest for the future, all while staying ahead of inflation. So the cost of goods and services are going to do what they do. Most times they're going to rise. But typically your income does not rise to the point that the goods and services are rising. So now you got inflation against you. So with all of these challenges that are against you, what is the result for most Americans? Now, I want y'all to really listen to these statistics, because as good as you may be doing right now, when you get to retirement time, when you get to age 65, statistics say that you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck. Well, not even when you get to 65, like right now, just working in your formative middle-aged years, 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. But listen to this, guys. Paycheck to paycheck for most people is Friday to Friday. But for most people, they live Friday to Monday. Man, Friday, they get their check and they're excited for a minute. By Monday, that money is gone. And they do this for 40 years. 70% of Americans are paying too much in taxes. Everybody that you know just about has credit challenges. Over 80% of America has credit challenges. 90% are in debt. Y'all, we need to get mad at this. We need to get mad at the system. We need to get mad because in the school systems, nobody teaches financial literacy. They don't teach about money and how money works. That's why Robert Kiyosaki said a formal education helps you to make a living, a paycheck to paycheck living, right? But it's an informal education, those things you don't learn in school, that MWR is bringing to the marketplace will help you to make a fortune. So at retirement time, 70% of Americans have less than $5,000 saved. Hello, well, Walmart, right? Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to McDonald's for a lot of seniors where they can't even stop working. When they should be traveling, enjoying their golden years, they got to still work. Now, here's the awesome thing about what we do, right? Like, I guess I'm working right now, but I love what I do, so I don't even consider myself working. As far as I'm concerned, I retired back in 2004 when that was the last year I ever had a job as a school teacher. So I retired in my 30s because what I do here is just a way to have fun. And so let's talk about income shifting. Write that down. Income shifting. What is that? So MWR has this strategy called income shifting. Right now, those 4 challenges have taken the bulk of your money away from you. Now we're going to show you how to get that money back, how to shift that income back to you. You're the original owner, right? You should have that money. And so here are the 3 solutions that's going to put that money back into your pocket. First of all, you got to get control of the cash flow. Cash isn't king. Cash flow is king. Remember, it's not about what you make. It's not about what you earn. It's in what you keep, right? So cash flow management is going to shift that money back to you. Then we've got business income, which is going to shift that money back into your pocket. And then we're going to talk about investment income. And in all of this, what I want you guys to understand is this is how the wealthy align their finances. And MWR Financial is helping us to be like a financial expert and win like a financial expert without us having to be one. You see, they're putting the financial experts in our corner. So what is cash flow management about? It's about what the wealthy people do. They have tax strategists that they refer to help them to minimize taxes. We're also going to help you to manage that cash flow by getting you out of debt quickly and by helping you to minimize your expenses. All of that is more of your money back into your household so you can learn how to do something really great with it. And we're going to tell you what that great thing is. So let's get that cash flow coming back into us because we've minimized the expenses and the taxes. But then let's get excited about the business income, y'all. So let's talk about income expansion. So the 22 million Americans who were caught off guard, who just knew that they would be working right now, who aren't, they're looking back and being like, dang, when that person called me 6 months ago and told me about a way to make money from the comfort of my home, I should have listened. When that person called me 24 months ago that told me, hey, if I were to get started in a business, that in the next 24 months, I could have an extra $5,000 a month in addition to my job, man, I wish I had listened. So with business income, guys, it's an income that you own and control. Here's the awesome thing. Y'all know about Jim Rohn, right? Well, Jim Rohn said this: profits are better than wages. I love that. Just think about this. Profits are better than wages. Both of them is money, but there's no comparison. You see, having a job is like one of the worst ways to make money. Exchanging your time for dollars. You're giving up your life in exchange for money where you're taxed in the worst way. But in business income, you get leverage, right? So one of our mentors here in the business talks about several things we're leveraging here. First of all, we're leveraging technology because we're here on Zoom and we're here on Facebook, and we can do a presentation one time and have it seen by thousands of people. So in business, you can leverage technology where on your job is like, you got to work 10 hours in order to get paid 10 hours. The result of that is poverty for most people, either being dead or dead broke by the time they're 65. Leverage is what wealthy people do. Now, I may put in 10 hours of my own work, but I can make money from OPE, other people's efforts, and get paid off of 1,000 hours. Hello, somebody. That sounds like a great plan to me. So business income helps you to get that leverage income that you own and control. And then, like Robert Kiyosaki has taught you in the cash flow quadrant, you got to get into that I quadrant of the investment income. So MWR shows you how to get your money working for you. And I'm not talking about the meager 0.25% that you're going to get if you put your money into a savings account. We're not talking about that. That's poverty right there. This is make wealth real. What about double-digit returns, right? That's what we're talking about, that type of investment income. And so when we start to get that cash flow coming back to us, when you start to have more business income, and when you start to have that investment income, here are two things that happen. Well, your current lifestyle gets better and your future lifestyle gets better, because I want you to know that there is a future you. And I hope everybody is waking up right now and understanding, in order for that future you to be well off, it starts with what you're going to do today. It starts with the decision that you make today after you get off of the Zoom, after you get off of this Facebook Live. What will you do with this information? The choice is yours. So I tell you what, I always tell people, you got to think about this. Who wins when you win? And who loses if you lose? We got to start thinking generationally, guys. That's what we're talking about. Making wealth real is not just some get rich quick scheme for you to make some money now. We're talking about legacy money, legacy concepts, so that your great-great-grandchildren will know your name. We didn't say get rich. We said get wealthy. And when Brian House put this business together, he's the CEO, right? This is like his fourth multi-million-dollar business that he has built. This is ministry for him. It's nothing that he had to do, but he's a man who has a great heart. I've known Brian for 15 years. Because he cares about people and the masses, he wanted to put together a financial program that would show other people how to achieve the success that he's achieved. And what he did was he put together a system, a financial membership that gives you everything that you need, whether you got $2 in your pocket or $2 million in your pocket. We give you the financial strategies to help you to go from where you are to where you want to be. And so we have a clear vision here that Brian has set. Eliminating $50 billion in consumer debt. Make wealth real will create over 10,000 millionaires, guys. That's seven-figure earners. Anybody out there want to be one? Raise your hand. If you're on Facebook, type in "that's me." Type in "that's me" if you want those seven figures. I see Cass saying "that's me." And listen, guys, this isn't pie in the sky talk. We all know people who are making $100,000 a month And if you don't know people, you're in the wrong circles. You need to get some of those people in your corner, right? So why not you? It should be your time and your turn. And Ron, I see you raising your hands. I know I'm worth it. I deserve it. But it never happened on the job. You need what we're sharing with you here today. There'll be over 150,000 six-figure earners because of this movement, the Make Wealth Real movement, and over 100 billion in investment income generated. Guys, this is what we need in order for us to have that legacy money. You go to church and get excited. You hoop and holler when the pastors talk about a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And you've heard that for probably 20 years in church. How's that inheritance working out for you right now? Like, do you already have that instituted for your grandchildren? Probably not. So now is the time, guys. So how was all of this made possible for us? Well, what Mr. House did, as I said, he put all of this in a financial membership, and connected to that membership, he put there a business opportunity. Now, you don't have to get into the business opportunity side. I mean, the membership alone could put millions of dollars in your pocket. But as a successful businesswoman, already a six-figure earner, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, why wouldn't I get connected to the business opportunity? The best thing that you can give a millionaire is, guess what? Somebody say another million. It's another million. We were talking today. We were on the line with one of our awesome leaders, Mr. Bean, and he was saying he was just on the phone with a gentleman who had a net worth of $100 million. And he was talking to him about this Make Wealth Real concept. And guess what? The guy just saw it. He wasn't like, oh, no, I've already arrived. I'm not interested. But this gentleman was more like, what's the game plan? What do we need to do? Because all his friends, maybe his business partners, his family, they come to him for money. And he'd rather show them a system that can help them get to where he's gotten. So don't think that this is just for people who are struggling, because the people who really see the vision of this oftentimes are people who are already doing well. So remember, I said, whether you have $2 in your pocket or $2 million in your pocket, this is absolutely for you. So I'm going to go over the 4 pillars of this financial edge membership. And it's funny, guys, people often say, wait a minute. Okay, now what's the product again? Like, how many products do you have? There's one. We only have one product, and that product is the Financial Edge membership. And so this is what Brian House did. He packed all this value. He packed all of these services. He packed all of the financial experts into one financial membership to help you to make wealth real. So you didn't have to decide what you want to buy, what you want to get, how much this costs. It's all wrapped up in one low cost. Literally, like, for the membership, it's just less than $3 a day. Just $2 and some cents a day for the membership. So what do you get? Write down Money Max. So Money Max is going to give you the tax reduction strategies. What do you need to know about that, guys? Wealthy people minimize taxes. Like, that's like their mindset. They want to make a lot of money, but they're not trying to give it all to Uncle Sam. They pay people big dollars so that they can learn tax strategies. Money Max gives you tax strategists, and you don't have to pay $250 an hour. If you're a W-2 employee, the experts at Money Max are going to show you how to get an instant pay raise on your job without asking your boss, on average of about $600 a month. That's that cash flow. Unlimited advice, financial advice from CPAs and enrolled agents and certified financial planners. You get that. But we're not going to stop there, because this membership has credit restoration under Credit Max. And here's the cool thing. Talk about that value that Brian put here, and Cass is going to share her Credit Max testimony. 2 people, both you and your spouse, or you and your partner that lives in your same address, both of y'all can take advantage of this membership. I mean, if you had to pay separately, it would be more than worth it. But again, we want everybody to say yes. So now you and your partner can get the credit restoration. Credit scores go up. What happens? Interest rates come down. That means more cash flow into you. Everybody loves the credit restoration. I mean, we got people who were in the high 700s. They didn't say, oh, I don't need credit restoration. They enrolled in the service and now they're in the 800s. And we've had people who've been in the 400s and now they're in the 600s. This is the kind of real world of significance that this membership is to you winning the money game. And then write down equity max. So equity max is the debt elimination strategy. Well, what does that have to do with wealth? Well, debt is one of the biggest hindrances to your wealth building. Because when you're paying Capital One and when you're paying Credit One and when you're paying Wells Fargo, that's money for them to send their kids to college and for their yacht. Well, what about your yacht? What about your lavish luxury vacations? Get out of debt in record time with this system, and then they're going to show you how to turn your debts into wealth and be a cash millionaire. It's going to give you the blueprint, y'all. It's so awesome. I'm telling you. All of this under this one membership. And then with Wealth Max, well, this is the wealth generation strategies. What about you being your own bank? They're going to show you how to do that. What about getting double-digit returns? What about land banking? Nobody told y'all about that stuff. But guess who's telling you? Make Wealth Real is telling the world now. Like, you ever heard of a private reserve account? Probably not. Because only 6% of the people in the United States even have heard of one, and less than that even have one. But guys, I'm so fired up because my 21-year-old daughter, because of Make Wealth Real, she now has a private reserve account. I'm so excited about that. Like, aligning yourself in this energy of abundance, in this energy of millionaires, in this energy of millionaire of mindsets and real life application through this membership can change the course of your family tree. Isn't that awesome? And here's the thing, as I make money, it's not about just leaving it to the next generation who's financially illiterate. Because I told my kids, I said, when I go and transition to the other side, you're going to get it, provided that you have financial literacy. But now that I'm learning, I can pass it on to them. If your kids are of age, they need to get into this program. So now they can know how to get their money working for them. They can learn how to apply the rule of 72 to their money. So they can make the money that the banks are making, that they pay you 0.25%, 1% in a CD, if you're lucky, where it takes 72 years for your money to double. But now, what if there were a way for you to get tremendous upside gains from the market, and then when the market is dropping, you could never lose money? Like, as Vernon says, zero can be your hero. Right now, y'all, we got so many people who just their 401k has become 201ks or no 01ks, right? But if they had known about the private reserve account, they wouldn't have lost money. And when it's time to get the money out, they can get it out tax-free. All of that in this one financial membership. So I'm telling you guys, there's so much value. And that's how you can really serve people. It's all about the value that you put into the marketplace. So if we had to itemize out everything that you get in this membership, literally, I mean, you should be paying thousands of dollars a month. But now you can get it all for just less than $2 a day for the membership. And I'll tell you how much it costs if you want to do the business side too, which you should. Now, let's talk about money real quick. Because remember, profits are better than what? Are better than wages. You get taxed at the highest percentage rate when you have that W-2 job. Upwards of 37% you get taxed. And you are earning your money first. Uncle Sam is taking out his part and giving you what's left. But when you're in a business like MWR Financial, guess what, y'all? We get to have fun. We get to meet on these Zooms, Facebook Lives. We get to connect with other like-minded people, make our money first, then spend our money and pay taxes on what's left. That's the best way to earn income. So with this compensation plan, you're going to get paid 10 different ways. I'm going to just hit on 3 of those ways real quick here. So if you want to add, let's say, have a 4-digit income, we can show you how to do that, like from 1 to 9,000. If you want a 5-digit residual income, you want, 10,000 up to 99,000, we're going to show you that. If you want a 6-digit residual income, you want to be in the hundreds of thousands, we'll show you that. And guys, for all my 7-figure earners, listen, another thing that Brian Bean says is we are the root, meaning we are privileged to be at the beginning of this. You see, those of you who get started and you lock in right now at the very beginning, we just launched, August of last year. And we were in pre-launch a couple years before that. Now, don't make a mistake. The vendors that supply all of our financial membership services, they've been in business for decades. But as the marketing arm, you are in the right place at the right time. All you got to do is make the right decision. So here we go. Brian House gives us guaranteed income. I've been in this industry for 20 years. Never, ever have I gotten guaranteed income or seen it. But here you get it. Now, the guaranteed income, all you got to do is find 3 people, y'all. There are over 300 million people in this country. And right now, a huge majority are looking for more income. So all we are doing is sharing these videos and collecting their decisions. Running watch parties and collecting their decisions. It's easy to find 3 people who say, oh, this makes sense. I want to be a part of this, because people's minds are opening up, right? And so when you refer 3 people and have one person who says, well, no thanks to the business, I just want the membership, that opens you up for unlocks guaranteed income of $5 a day. But look down here, that second row where it says 12 business partners. When you refer 3 and have just a total of 12, that's it. That's like a small team. You are going to get $20 a day in guaranteed income. Now, that's $600 a month. Now, that's not setting the world on fire, but you can parlay that into the private reserve account, guys, and grow that to 6 figures or even 7 figures over time. I'm telling you, that's huge. Don't sleep $600, because the average family would not have to have filed bankruptcy if they had an extra $300 to $500 a month in their budget. So you can inspire and help a whole lot of people who would love an extra $20 in guaranteed income a day. So we have people in our business who are making $500 a day in guaranteed income, and it goes all the way up to $1,000 a day. But let's look here where you see it highlighted, $200 a day. Because one of the things I love about this compensation plan is you don't need thousands of people. I'm in another business. I have thousands and thousands of people to make a great, 5-figure monthly income. But here you don't need thousands. All you need is hundreds. Watch this. With 584 people on your team, you're at $200 a day, which is $6,000 a month. Well, when you get to that level with our help, you're not out there by yourself. We're working as a team. And if you think you can do it by yourself, you're sadly mistaken. The team is the thing. This is a team sport. But you can do this if you lock arms with us and let us help you and support you. So when you're at that level, they're also going to give you $2,500 in a monthly presidential bonus. The presidential bonus started at $500 a month. That's easy to get to. And a lot of people this past weekend got to that because we had like in our team 200 people who joined. Just like, I think it was Saturday. What's today? Today is Saturday. I think it was like on Thursday or something. It was crazy. So now that's another $2,500. At that level, you're going to get an additional $3,000 in a luxury club vehicle bonus. You add all that together, and that's $11,500 in residual income. With just 3 of the ways of getting paid, there's 7 others I'm not even going to talk about. You can find that out as you get in and you start doing the business. So that's $138,000 extra to you, and you haven't even lost your job. But one thing that money does is it gives us options, right? Money gives us options. If you're on Facebook, I want you to type that in. Money gives me options. Because now when you're at this level, well, you can decide, well, what are you going to do? You want to fire your boss? Or do you like him and you want to keep him? It's up to you. But money absolutely gives you options. And financial freedom gives you a whole bunch of options. So the main thing I just wanted you to see here is with this business income, we're going to help you to make wealth real by increasing that residual and that leverage income. And so what you just did is you learned about that one company that helps you to achieve a great current lifestyle now and a greater one in the future. And it helps you to overcome those 4 challenges that everyone faces. Not a person is showing up in this earth earning $1 or more, where taxes, big business, inflation, and the credit and debt systems are not against them. So how much does this cost, Bunmi? All right. I told you it's just $2 and some a day for the membership. It's just $79, including your spouse. No setup fees, right? No contracts. And listen to what Brian did here. There's this whole get 3 and yours is free thing. Whether you're a customer or in the business, you can refer 3 people to the membership, and now you don't even have to pay the $79. Really? Yes, really. So a lot of us, we're not even paying that $79, guys. That $79 can absolutely go away. So what's the cost of the business? So the business is only $228. I promise you all this. The value is incredible. Right now, I have friends in the home-based business industry that are signing up people in businesses for $1,400, $700. So please don't make the mistake of saying people don't have money right now. If nothing else, people have money because they just got their stimulus checks. And guess what's happening? A home-based business explosion is happening because people are waking up. They realize that job can't be that end-all, be-all. And so people are coming into this industry in droves. You just have to position yourself in it and start sharing this with people through technology like we're doing. And now you can have everything that we're talking about. So $228 for the business. Monthly, we pay $119, and that $79 is a part of that $119. But when that $79 goes away from you referring 3 customers, now we're only paying $40 a month for our business, and that's a tax deduction. I think that's what Kat said. That's a business write-off. Remember, deductions means dollars, and by you having these experts in your life, they're going to show you how to get hundreds and hundreds of deductions, meaning more and more dollars into your household. So guys, I'm telling you, I'm done. That's the presentation right there. It just makes sense, right? It don't just make sense, it makes dollars. It makes a whole bunch of dollars. And we guarantee your success. There's like a money back guarantee. You get a full refund if you follow the plan of action and the blueprint and the strategist. It can't help you to make or save more in your first 30 days than what it costs you. They're going to give you all your money back, all of it. So at this point, you're either a 1 or 2 or 3. Well, let's start with the 3s. I don't know why you would be a 3, but a 3 is saying, I'm out. We appreciate you for listening to this information, but for some reason, you're saying it's not for you. Maybe you want to lose at the money game. I don't know. But you feel happy about the decision that you made, and you just have to live with that. Now, a number 2 is saying, hey, I want that membership. I'm not sure about the business right now. Maybe can I upgrade later? The answer is yes. But you're saying, hey, I want that membership because the membership alone put money in my pocket. You text the number 2 to the person who referred you to this presentation. You tell them I'm a 2. Now, the number 1s are people say, look, it just makes sense. I mean, I want the business income. I want the membership. I want the residual. I just want it all. If you want the business and the membership, text the number 1 to the person who referred you to this information today. So what we wanted to do, guys, was just to give you an overview. We wanted to give you an overview and share with you how MWR Financial is helping people to make wealth real. And I want Dr. Daryl to come on, and then Cassandra. First, let me get you, Cassandra, because I want you to quickly share your testimony. I done talked a little bit longer than I had intended to, but I just want you to tell people what happened for you with Credit Max.
Awesome. Well, guys, I'm telling you, it has truly changed my life. I was a person who could not get credit anywhere. I tried to rent a car and I couldn't rent a car because I did not have a major credit card. I couldn't get a credit card because my credit was horrible. I was in the 500s, and since getting the Financial Edge membership and using the Credit Max, now my credit score is in the upper 600s, rapidly creeping towards 700. I not only have one credit card, I have 4 credit cards that I now know how to use responsibly, not to be using them to fund my daily life, but I now know how to use them responsibly. I am getting offers every day in my mailbox. Letter after letter after letter after letter, catalogs from Fingerhut. Everybody who was declining me before is now practically begging me to open up a line of credit with them. I don't need them now. They wasn't there when I needed them. I don't need them now. And I'm glad they wasn't there when I needed them, because I did not know how to use them, and I would have just gotten myself deeper into debt. But today I am debt free. I owe no man nothing but to love them. I have credit, know how to use it, and I am on my way to preparing to invest in land banking, which I knew nothing about until I joined this company, and it is absolutely amazing. Back to you, Bunmi.
Awesome. We love those testimonies, and there's a whole lot more where that came from. Go onto Facebook and type in the search bar, MWR Financial Testimonials, and you'll go into their group and see all kinds of awesome testimonies. I want to bring Dr. Daryl Keck up. Now, Dr. Daryl is, he's been in the home-based business industry for over 30 years, never worked a job, straight out of high school, went into this industry, monetized it very successfully to millions in some companies, and now he's planting his flag here in MWR Financial. So Dr. Daryl from out of Greensboro, North Carolina, I want you just to wrap this up for us and speak to the people for a moment why they need to say, I'm either a 1 or a 2, and what is it that you see that has you so excited about MWR Financial?
Well, so much. But before we go on, guys, let's give a hand to our presenter, Miss Bunmi Moore. Didn't she do a great and fantastic job? Guys, I call her the Energizer Bunny. She's always wanting to help people, always wanting to do things, and that comes from her heart. So, and I always tell people, when you have something going on business-wise, you got to feel it. You got to have it in you instead of you just being in the business. So, just want to congratulate her for giving that great information, and thank everybody for getting on this call, guys. Hey, now it's time to make that decision. You know, again, she talked about being on 1, 2, or 3. You could, you get to choose what you want to do, but you want to make sure you're making the right decision. Understand that your money working for you is better or in addition to what you're doing for a job. Some people didn't have a plan B and C. They had a plan A and thought their company wasn't going anywhere. Everything was going to be great. But guys, as you see, you can never tell what's going to happen tomorrow, today. You know, you don't know, you hope. But guys, why do you have insurance? Why is insurance required for cars? Why do you have insurance? Just in case. So if you got a plan B and C, guys, not only is it going to help you lead generational wealth, it's going to help you be prepared for for things that you don't know about that's going to happen. My grandfather told me, hey, when I was young, when I was 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I grew saving money. I started working when I was 8 years old. By the time I was 11 years old, I was saving for my car. I bought my car at 17. By the time I was 17, I started saving for my house. I had my house at 21. I had a 780 score because he instilled in me to get ahead of the game. And when I found out I could get a house at 21, I started at 17. My parents, my grandparents, nobody gave me any money and nobody co-signed for me. So guys, I was always in the mind of having stuff and being ahead of the game, having a plan B and a plan C. Some people have neither. So this time you got to understand whether you want to work the business or not, Guys, you want to have this membership. You need to know why do the wealthy, they don't go to H&R Block. H&R Block tell you they can give you, get all your money back, and they know all the, things like the experts. No, they wouldn't pay that money. Believe me, the millionaires wouldn't be paying money if H&R Block had the answer. So we got a financial people there, experts in different fields to help you out. Guys, you want to use that right there. You don't want to pay hundreds of dollars every hour talking to somebody. You got unlimited consultation. So make sure you understand that. If your money is not where you want it, the membership could be your plan B, because the membership could put millions in your pocket. Again, I talked to a young lady when we did everything. She's going to have $1.8 million in 20 years. Guys, now you might say, I don't have 20 years. Guys, if you got 5 years, you got 10 years, if you are right now in retirement, we got a plan for you. So find out what's going on. If you don't want to work the business, that's fine, because you got to want to work the business and do business activity. Guys, we have the plan. We will hold your hand. We will use the expertise I've got over 30 years. Bunmi has over 20 years to make sure things happen for you. So, guys, unless you go MIA on us, we're going to make sure you make money. You got a money back guarantee if you follow the plan. So what do you have to lose? So, guys, get back with the person that invited you. Get you on a 3-way. If you need some more information, you can do that. Find out what the 2-step plan is. Guys, get back with it, because you need to know more about money. You need to have things working for you, because what happened right now, you might think it can't get any worse. Guys, I promise you, whatever we have going on, it can always get worse. Now, I pray it don't happen, and I hope you're praying it don't happen. But right now, we're in a situation we can come back. Just think of, let's say the situation come up is not that's half as bad as this. Guys, you have to have a plan B and C. So no matter whether you're $100,000 in debt or you got $10 million in your pocket, we can help your situation out. And if you want to get in business, you can. That $1,000 a day sounds good. I'm working towards that, but find out what you can do. So I want to thank you for getting on the call. We're going to have another call at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. You say, I got to look at this one more time. Or you say, I want to bring my husband on, my boyfriend, my cousin. I want them to look at this. 7:30 p.m. Tonight. We're going to do this every Saturday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Get somebody else on, look at it again. Or better still, get started now, and then you're in. Have your 3 people to come on at 7:30 and start making guaranteed income. That's the best thing to do. So, thank you again. This call is officially over.
All right, thank you. Appreciate everybody for being on. And big shout out to Vernon Azell, new ED, as well as everything that's been going on with Ron. Ron's a new ED, as well as all the people Al's been putting on to his team and anybody else I left out. So, hey, guys, let's keep going. Let's make wealth real and bring a whole bunch of people back here at 7:30. Thank you, Dr. Daryl. Thank you, Cass. And this meeting is officially over. Bye-bye.
I thought I already said that.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining. We like to have fun here. Having fun and making money should absolutely go together. All righty, guys. Yes, MWR Financial Testimonies. Vicky, thank you for typing that in there. And with that, guys, we'll be doing it again at 7:30. So see you then. Bye-bye. Be sure to get back to the person who referred you to this information.